Hey everyone, it's Elsie here, and I'm really excited to share today's video with you. I am going to be collaborating with my friend Essie each month. You may know her from such works as her YouTube channel, Essie Ruth Makes, and we decided that we were going to do a sketch challenge each month. So this is a sketch that Essie designed, and I absolutely love it. I love working in a diagonal pattern, and yeah, it's great for traveller's notebook, it's great for 12 by 12s, it's great for cards or whatever you want to make. So I decided to go with a traveller's notebook page today, and I haven't done one in ages, and yeah, I was just itching to make one. So I started off with this beautiful butterfly paper from Kaisercraft, and I haven't used it yet, and I thought, okay, this is what I'm going to do for this layout. I'm going to fussy cut all those butterflies and have them be the feature. And of course, I didn't use it at all. But anyway, that's what I started out with. And I showed you some of the things that I pulled. So basically, I pulled the Maggie Holmes Chasing Dreams collection. And I have this cut file, which is from Just Nick. I think it's called Doodle Daisies, or Doodle Daisy 2 or something like that. I'll leave a link to it below. It's really lovely, beautiful, and yeah, I was just in the mood to back a cut file. I cut it out on some sort of thinner cardstock. I usually cut my cut files out on sort of 250 GSM paper, but the white paper I used this time I think was only like 120 or something. And I did that because obviously I knew it was going to go into Traveller's Notebook, so yeah, it was just a little bit thinner and it worked really well. I was surprised I didn't get any rips. Actually, I got one rip, but that was my own doing, not the cameo's fault. And yeah, I just spent some time backing each of those flowers. I just find that really relaxing. I was also listening to a pretty good podcast called Harry Potter and the Sacred Text, and this is a pretty recent podcast discovery of mine. Basically, to give you a rundown, also I'm just decided I couldn't work out which way I wanted the cut file to go across the page, and I decided on this orientation because I liked that pop of blue. Yeah, so back to Harry Potter. Yeah, the podcast basically goes through each chapter of the book and analyzes it in a way related to some sort of theme, and yeah, it's just great. It's like a nice, easy thing to listen to if you obviously have read and love Harry Potter, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was very much in my happy place, you know. It's the simple things, right? So yeah, back to what I'm doing. I needed to cut the cut file in half basically, because it's, if you have things going over the spine, that's just what makes it the notebooks fall apart and all of that. So it was just easier for me to cut it in half, and it doesn't look as great, but it's fine. And yeah, it just annoys me if pages sort of come away from the book. I'm using a Felicity Jane Traveller's Notebook, by the way. They're the only what's it called, Traveller's Notebooks I use. I just love them. So this wood grain paper is also from Felicity Jane. I think it's from the Willow collection. And yeah, I just thought that worked really well because the sketch had a strip along the bottom, and yeah, I wanted something that was kind of a bit more of like a neutral colour or pattern that didn't clash with the cut file, and I thought this one was really good because obviously a wood grain is kind of like, I consider that a neutral, and because it's got this like really delicate lace pattern on it, floral lace pattern, it like kind of echoes the floral cut file. So yeah, I thought that worked really well. And I also really like the fact that it kind of, I don't know why, it reminded me of a fence because of the scallop border. And my cat the picture I'm using is of my cat, and I think she was sitting on the fence at the time, or the roof or something. Yeah, this layout is basically about how the fact that she's such a summer baby. I don't know, she just can't cope in the winter. Like, it's getting colder here now, like a lot colder, and darker as well. And the cat just doesn't know what to do with herself. It's really funny because she can't go outside, so she just refuses to go outside. Like, if we open the door for her, she starts hissing at us because we open the door for her because she's sitting by the door, so we think, oh, she wants to go outside. No, she's just like looking forlornly out onto the lawn. And yeah, for someone so like fluffy, and she really loves lying in the sun. So yeah, I was just feeling all summery, weirdly, as I was making this. And yeah, I basically went away, had a bit of a think about everything, and came back and settled on this design. I figured out something was bugging me, and I couldn't figure out what was bugging me about the placement of everything, and those two white flowers were really annoying me, and so I just decided to cut them off. Luckily they peeled off quite easily, and yeah, I just trimmed the edges, so yeah, no one's none the wiser. And also I used those birds, which were fussy cut from one from the 6x6 paper pad, and then another one from a 12x12 paper. And the cat is slightly obsessed with birds. Classic, she just, it's taken her 8 years to master catching a bird, but this summer she really proved herself, unfortunately. She liked to bring us gifts, and it was just, not great. Tried to save a couple of birds, let's just put it that way. It was just not nice, especially her leaving one outside my door one day, which was a bit of a shock in the morning. Anyway, I know she means well, it's her instincts, but it's just like, Evie, can you just be a vegetarian for like the summer, please? Anyway, and yeah, I ended up stitching those bird cages strings onto the page, and yeah, I really like the way that they look. Obviously I couldn't get away from hand stitching. And yeah, I just stitched straight onto the Traveller's Notebook page, and if I use the other side of the pattern, other side of the page, in my next layout, I will either cover it up or just stick it to the other page and just sacrifice that. I don't really mind, to be honest. Yeah, I just like stitching, so you just make it work. I'm not gonna like dwell on not stitching, if that makes sense. And yeah, I was just figuring out the clusters of everything, really. The bottom right corner had a space for journaling, so I used a label from one of the Create Paper sticker sheets, I think maybe Bloom. Yeah, it's just a plain sort of label with a pink outline. And the little meow sticker was from the Cute Girl collection, and obviously that was perfect. And yeah, I'm just clustering everything around everywhere, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just fussing. I needed something in that bottom left corner, couldn't figure out what it was. Ended up going for one of the flowers I originally cut off of the cut file. Spoiler alert. Yeah, that pretty much, I think it's pretty much the design. And like the terrible YouTuber I am, I don't have any photos at the end of this video, but I will have them up on my blog and Instagram by the time this video goes live, so links below, check them out, yada yada yada. And make sure you go check out Essie's video. Her layout is so amazing and stunning. I absolutely love all her videos. She's honestly one of my absolute favourite YouTubers of all time. And yeah, if you want to join in on the sketch challenge, make sure you tag us on Instagram. I would absolutely love it if you did. And yeah, that's everything. So I'll see you next month for another sketch challenge, and I'll be back again soon with another video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.